come on, guys. It's 2025. Let's stop having greasy locks. It really doesn't make any sense, all right? You're staining up people's cars. You're staining up people's couches. Your pillows are black. Let's just leave greasy locks in the past, okay? Hey Loc Babes, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen. I am your loctician bestie, wife, and mama. On my channel, we dive into all things locks, beauty, and lifestyle, sprinkled in with some tips, lots of laughs, and a lot of lock love. So whether you're here to learn or just for the vibes, you're definitely in the right place. Let's get it. So today we're continuing on our mini-series regarding unpopular opinions about locks. Today's video is about the most overhyped lock products ever. So you definitely want to stay tuned for this. All right, so the first overhyped lock product is super strong, super hold lock gel. I promise you, people swear by the super hold lock gel. Yes, when you finish your retwist and you come out the chair, your locks look amazing. They're definitely held into place. Whatever styles you look are going to look flawless. They'll look sleek. They'll even be shiny and they'll look amazing. However, using a super hold lock gel each and every time you get your retwist can leave flakes like nobody's business. Okay, you'll have issues with flakes. You'll have issues with residue. You'll see white residue in your scalp and your hair. And you'll also have issues with matting. Okay, so please leave the super hold gels to the amateurs. Okay, if you are a loctician or you someone that's trying with your own hair, you can use a lock gel, but I would not recommend using a super hold lock gel, okay? Your hair doesn't need to be held in that way. It just doesn't. I would opt more for maybe a lock cream. You can still use a gel, but it doesn't have to be super hold. If it says super hold, just make sure it's light in consistency. You don't need something that you're gonna use to like slick your edges down to do your retwists. That's just a lot. So kind of stay away from the super hold lock gel. If you do like that look and you do want it to have super hold every time you do your hair, maybe even opt into doing that every other retwist. So maybe your retwist this month, you'll use the super hold lock gel, and next month you'll just stick to an oil or a light cream. But you definitely don't need the super hold lock gel each and every time, okay? You're gonna be out here looking like that Gorilla Glue girl and her hair that don't move. You want your locks to move. Okay, boo? You want your locks I want your locks to move. So just think about me. And don't look at my nail. Just think about me. I want your locks to move. I want that for you. Okay? Next up, black castor oil. Yes, black castor oil is good for your hair, whether it's locked, natural, or even permed. It doesn't matter. Black castor oil is good. But there's so many other oils out here that we don't have to use this heavy black castor oil. We have argan oil, we have sweet almond oil, we have hemp seed oil, we have tea tree oil, we have jojoba oil. How can I forget about jojoba oil? Jojoba oil is the closest oil to the natural sebum that comes from our scalp. Out here, we have so many oils. There's so many oils that you can use in your hair and in your locks that you don't always have to use a heavy castor oil, okay? You can use other oils that will be lighter on your scalp, lighter for your locks to breathe, lighter so your locks don't feel heavy and weighed down, but they still feel light and airy and all those type of things, okay? This is not the 90s. That's not the only oil that we have. Is black castor oil a staple? Yes, it is, and it will always be. I actually have some right here on. This bottle is empty, but I've had this bottle for about 3 years. Look at the size of this bottle. This is Sunny Isle, and this is not an advertisement. They make great black castor oil. But again, this bottle has taken me 3 years to use. And the top is not on because I put it in another dropper bottle. It's not here. I put it in another dropper bottle and I mix it with other oils. I don't just put this directly on my scalp because it's heavy. It has a very strong aroma because it's castor oil. And it could be kind of sticky, but it's great oil. This company is actually really great. This is the Lang Lang mixed with the black castor oil. So I do recommend this company. Sunny Isle, hit me up if you want some advertisement. I got you, boo. I've been using this company for a long, long time. But this is not the only oil out there, guys. There's so many oils. There's an array of oils for you to choose from. So pick something new, pick something that you like the smell of, and pick something that's lightweight. Something more that you can use often instead of like black castor oil, which I use maybe once a month, if that. The next overhyped Loc product out there is Loc butter. Everybody loves Loc butter. Yes, Loc butter is just like, you know, body butter. It is smooth. It's like mousse-like. It's airy. It says it's moisturizing and it makes your locks super soft. But what everybody doesn't realize is that it also makes your locks super greasy. Okay? Loc butter is comprised of heavy oils. That's why it's so good. And that's why it's so even moisturizing for our skin. If you use body butter, you know what I'm talking about. After you do the little souffle and you rub it in your hand, your skin is shiny. Why? Because you have a super heavy oil that's in there. So it's not bad, but I would definitely use it sparingly because you can turn into a whole grease monkey with Loc butter. All right, so use it sparingly. If that is your choice for a retwist, you only need a little dabble, what is this called? A dabble, whatever it is. You just need this much on your lock. You don't have to be doing the line and then combing it down. And you don't need to do that. Just put a little bit on the part, you know, comb it down. You wanna retwist it. You wanna locksmith it all the way down. That's it. Come on, guys. It's 2025. Let's stop having greasy locks. It really doesn't make any sense. All right, you're standing up people's cars. You're standing up people's couches. Your pillows are black. Let's just leave greasy locks in the past, okay? All right, next overhyped Loc product, we have our instant lock products. If you see a product that says, we'll lock your hair instantly, all you need is this to lock your hair. Run away. Don't use those. Those products are formulated to mat your hair. So they're trying to tell you if you put this product in your hair, you'll have locks overnight. How do you get locks overnight? By matting your hair. You should have nothing that is purposely matting your hair unless you are actually getting a crochet service like Instant Locs or crochet that is matting your hair, not byproducts. Guys, that is a disaster. So I would stay away from all products that says overnight locks will lock your hair instantly. Don't use that. What you need to use and exercise is your patience. Remember how I said that locks aren't for everyone if you don't have patience? You need patience. If you were starting a lock journey, that already tells me that you have patience or you're working on your patience. So use your patience. Don't run to these things or the advertisements that you hear, people trying to say that you can have locks instantly. Don't do that. Okay. Anything worth having is worth going through the journey with. Okay. All right. Next up, this is actually hilarious to me. So being a natural girly, what do we look for? What is the #1 shampoo that we look for? Leave it in the comments below if you know the answer to this before I say it. Sulfate-free shampoo. Sulfate-free shampoo is what was hammered into our heads that we want a gentle shampoo. We want something that is sulfate-free so we're not ripping our hair and clarifying it and your hair is too hard because it has sulfate in it, and we want a sulfate-free shampoo. So guess what? For locks, it's the exact opposite. You don't want a sulfate-free shampoo because sulfate-free means that you're cleansing your shampoo. You're cleansing your locks gently. When you want to get your locks clean, you need the sulfate. You want your locks to be clarifying, right? You want to take out all of the gels, the souffles, the creams, the butter, whatever you use to retwist your hair. You want that out of there. You want the products out so you can wash and restart. So I would recommend looking for a clarifying shampoo. Don't look for sulfate-free shampoos because that actually doesn't clean our locks enough. It's way too gentle. You want to use a clarifying shampoo. Clarifying shampoo is going to take out all the oils that you had before so then we can replace them after your hair is ready to be maintenance. This is not telling you that you need a super hard shampoo that's going to make your hair feel dry and stripped. That's not what I mean at all. I'm just saying that you need something that's going to cleanse your locks. Remember that your locks are filled with shed hair. So you want the shed hair that is going into the lock to be clean. You want the hair to be clean. You don't want to have a whole bunch of stuff and gook just being buried into your locks. Okay, so the natural girlies who are using sulfate-free shampoo, they're actually combing through their hair. So they don't have the same risk that we do. having all of this gunk and stuff stuck into our hair. So definitely look for a clarifying free shampoo. I absolutely have one on my link tree. It is the Suave Clarifying Free Shampoo, and Trader Joe's has a tea tringle shampoo that I will always talk about it. Why do I keep saying tea tringle? What is it? Tea tingle. What is a tringle? What is a tringle, guys? Tree tingle. That's why I keep saying tree tingle. Tree tingle shampoo. It's on my thing. Just look. Just check the link tree, guys. All right, and our last overhyped loc product is loc extensions. Loc extensions are so overhyped, man. So overhyped. I won't say gone are the days, because we still have a lot of us who just want to start locks with our natural hair. But almost gone are the days of just starting your locks with the worms. Like, actually, guys, you probably can't tell, but I cut off. Oh, I did my retightening. I did my retightening. I finally did it. I think it was like 2-3 weeks ago. And I actually cut off 2 to 3 inches of my locks. I know. I said I was gonna let them grow, and I still am. I just want them to grow into a bob. So I don't know if you could tell, but I did like a blunt cut. So I cut off about 2 to 3 inches of my locks all the way around because I want it to grow into a blunt cut. So anyway, just trust your hair. Get to know your hair. You don't need instant length. Okay, I know like this, people feel insecure about it because it's short and you feel like a kid. This is the shortest that my locks will ever be, unless I keep cutting them, which I'm gonna try not to. But I'll never have this length again for the most part. Okay, after this, they're just gonna keep growing down. So I love this wake up and go moment. I love that I can just like spritz some water on my hair and flip it, and we're good. We're good. Like, I love this. I love just shaking my head and getting up and going. There's nothing can beat that. When my locks are longer, I'm gonna have to figure out how to put it in a ponytail, a bun. I'm not gonna always want them down. They're gonna be on my neck and on my shoulders. I love this moment where my neck is still cool. Summertime's coming up, and I'm just gonna be shaking and going. So just embrace your hair at whatever stage it is, whatever length it is. Just embrace your hair. I am an advocate for starting your locks with natural hair, with your own hair that grows from your head. Extensions could get pricey. Extensions could be a hot mess if you don't find something that blends in with your hair. Extensions can be a scam if you find someone that doesn't even know what they're doing, but they're gonna pretend and take your money and play in your head. Extensions could be like, it could be traumatizing. You could start them yourself and feel real good about it, and then something go wrong and now your head looks messy, and then you have to start over. Like, guys, please just start with your own hair. Anyway, guys, end scene. All right, ultimately, guys, just remember this. Less is more with locks, okay? You don't have to do too much. You just don't. You don't have to do too much. Your
As
hair
always,
knows what
please
to
be
do.
sure to comment,
You just need
like,
to give it a
and
little
subscribe.
guidance. Definitely moisturize it, but definitely give it a little guidance, and your hair already knows what to do. Trust me, already knows what to do. So I hope this video was helpful. You definitely want to stay tuned for our next installment, because we will be discussing how starter locks are actually not the hardest lock stage. So you definitely don't want to miss that. Thank you so much for joining me today. Mwah! Until next time, guys. Later, Loc Babes.